Hello, Weight Watcher, Cape Cod woman, also known as Sarah here. And I just got back from my 4-mile walk, and I'm about ready to take another 4-mile walk with a friend of mine. But when I walk in the morning for my 4-mile walk, I walk alone and in the dark. You already know that I'm kind of weird, right? And that's my think time. And that's when I come up with ideas for the videos, ideas for my life, what I'm gonna, whatever, for like the day, the time, whatever. So today I came up with, what is your formula for success? And when I came back, I read a post of another video that I just posted today up on YouTube. And the first person that responded was Margaret. And she said she had a 100% day yesterday. Well, how cool is that? So how do we build on our success? How do we get our formula dash recipe? What works for you that might not work for other people, that might not work for me, that might not have worked for you before? One of the things that I found is that there are lots and lots of people out there that will try to fix you, that'll try to make you see their way, that'll try to force you into their box because it makes them feel better. One of the things for me is that I'm an early riser. That is just my body clock. I wake up early, I go to bed early, and I pack my day. I know my energy pie. I know what times are great for me, which is when I wake up and I go the day, and at noon I begin to taper. By 3, I'm done, and so forth. So, my recipe is my recipe, and I came to it by just figuring out stuff about me. And if you're not a walker, try doing it. Because it's like a lot of great things could come to you if you're not walking with somebody. I guess it's like meditating, which I don't do. I consider my walk my head talk time. So, what is your formula? Margaret, my friend on my YouTube channel, said she had that 100% yesterday. How awesome is that? What gives you the grade of 100% when you put your head on the pillow at night? Is it that you tracked where you never were, you were kind of slippery before? Is it that you brought out those weighing the scale, the measuring cups and spoons, and you used them? Maybe you treated yourself to a new color. I love new colored things. I'm using my turquoise ones now, which I love. And I have cranberry ones, and I have stainless steel ones. And I'm telling you, just like my Fiesta ware and all the colors, I use different colors for different moods or items that I'm measuring. I'm just quirky. But what gives you 100%? Is it when you've hit everything on your to-do list, some things that might not have anything to do with Weight Watchers, but actually make you, if you're doing that well, then does it make you do your Weight Watchers well? Are you following me? What gives you 100% at the end of the day? What's your recipe? I remember my dating days, I wanted to go to bed at 8 o'clock. My body clock says go to bed at 8 o'clock. And, here's the dude, and he's got the clicker, and he is all set till midnight watching, like, stuff on TV or sports or something, or surfing. What could be more annoying when somebody else has the clicker, right? And my body clock was just screaming, you're done. You're done. And yet, I would stay up, and I would just compromise my own formula, my own recipe. And then there was this other one that I dated. No, this is not a dating website. But he would not eat if it was light out. He would not eat dinner if it was light out. He thought that was so trailer park. And it's like, I'm ready at 4, thank you very much. So anyway, it's just kind of funny when you kind of have figured yourself out, and then you clash or crash into a significant other, a lifestyle that just doesn't match yours, and you're just trying to get that blend, that compromise that services you as well as the other person. So what is your recipe? What is your formula for your personal success? It takes a while to get to it. It really does. You don't have to wait till you're 64 like me to have your formula, your recipe, your 100% days. You know, you can have them at 30. You can have them at 20. And so what works for you? You know, is it tracking in advance? Is it tracking the morning of with your coffee? Is it having that, you know, lining up the water? Is it knowing what you've got? Is it packaged? Is it preparing, you know, doing your food prep all in one day? Is it doing those salads in a mason jar? Is it being willing to try something new that you've seen here or elsewhere that could be part of your formula? You know, in the 12-step programs, they say contempt prior to investigation. And some of you may have heard, you know, my significant other's friend hates Weight Watchers. He's now doing the 17-day diet. Don't know anything about that except that you switch it up. I think like I saw the guy on Dr. Phil. But anyway, he hates Weight Watchers because he doesn't like buying somebody else's food. He thinks that's crap. And it's like, it's not even our program, right? So he's certainly not going to have Weight Watchers as his formula. I know that when there was a friend of mine, and she couldn't afford Weight Watchers anymore, and this is before I did Weight Watchers, and she said to me, you know, Spark People has, you know, the tracking. And now, of course, we have so much more. This was like 15 years ago. And now we've got those wonderful apps. I know a lot of people do MyFitnessPal, even though it doesn't do points. I think there's another one out there that will mimic Weight Watchers' point system. And it's like, that's the huge formula for my success, is tracking my food. And I do it on my tablet because it's just the easiest of my 3 devices, one being a smartphone, the other being a laptop. And it's easiest for me on the tablet. It seems to manipulate well. It doesn't seem to give me a hard time like the other two, the laptop and the phone with Weight Watchers apps, because as we know, they are very persnickety. And so I'm in there all the time, just, you know, building out my week, adding my stuff. And one of the things that I know is that I eat a ton of vegetables and a ton of fruits, and I just add them all in. And really what changes is the little piece of protein that I might have, or if I'm having a pasta night or my gluten-free pizza night. And so my formula is to take care of me. I did a video about approval and attention and knowing your audience, you know. Make your audience the person that's looking back at you in the mirror. Make that your audience for approval and acceptance. Because in the end, it is about pleasing yourself and being good to yourself and just getting that little warmed over feeling. You know, like Margaret, when she said she had that 100% day, she's not shouting it to the world so they can all just, you know, stroke her and say, atta girl. That stuff is nice, right? But imagine her feeling when she woke up this morning and she said, I had a 100% day yesterday. Oh my God, what an awesome, awesome feeling. And it's a lot easier to build on a 100% day into your formula than it is on a 50% day. You know, one of those slippery days where it's like, oh God, I didn't do so hot yesterday. How do you build a 100% day after that? You know, it's almost white knuckling. It's like I got to get to that 100% place so I can feel good. And so once you do, you can add another. Oh my God, figuring out the recipe and the formula for what works for you with Weight Watchers and the amount of points that you allot yourself every day. There's nothing else like it. And being willing, you know, to accept that something might work for you that you've never thought of or looked at. You know, sometimes one of my videos, I remember saying, you know, the first time you really hear something, it's like, you know, I've always known that yada, 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 but I've always resisted it. Why? I don't know. That's just the human nature thing. But suddenly, all of a sudden, you know, I'm willing to do a yoga tape or a Pilates tape or walk before work instead of after when there's so much other stuff going on. You know, trusting that you are going to be led to what your 100% formula is. So maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you're at 75. Maybe you're at 80. Maybe you're at 50. Maybe you're going, what is she talking about? I'm just trying not to eat what I used to eat. God, will she shut up? Well, no, she won't shut up. So, if you have a formula that's working for you, be it at 50% or 100%, just getting better all the time, what is your formula? Tell me what your 100% formula successful day is. Right below. Just type me a little comment and let others see. There are some fun comments on my channel. I'm telling you, I'm getting a lot out of it, and I hope that you people are too. So, this has been Sarah, Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. That's it for now. Have a wonderful day. Make it 100%. Get that formula going in your life. Bye-bye for now.